afternoon, good evening. How's it going? It's Diana. And I am weirdly extra emotive because I've been playing around with my settings in VTube Studio. So if I smile right, you can see the fangs. I got fangs. I have fangs. I didn't know I had fangs. It's gonna take some getting used to, because I'm already super expressive of a person. And now the model's picking up everything! Let's maybe bring this down a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. That might be better. I saw Chad. Where did you go, Chad? Come on. I'm missing like half my windows. Was running around. I just remembered right after I started stream that I learned how to do lip syncing in VTube Studios today. So I had to turn everything on. Aha! There we are. Good evening, Zon. Right, perfect. Pop that out, pop that out. Alright, now we're good to go. How's everybody doing? Hope you all had a good day. Today was slightly better than yesterday. Still very, very busy at the apothecary, but it's our busy season. March is very busy for us, so it is what it is. It's all the hay fever. It's all the hay fever. Hay fever, and everyone's just so happy that it's mostly sunny outside, and now y'all running around without your jackets and you're catching colds. Terrible. Terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. Alright, this down a little. I never thought I'd have to say this, but I have to reduce the sensitivity of my model. Whoa! Hi! What? Thank you for gifting out the subs! Pew, 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 pew. Happy technically stream anniversary, even if celebration is next week. Thank you! Much appreciated! Yay! Yeah, I was like, I could have done it today. Hype train! Hype train! Yeah, it's like, I could have done the celebration today, but nah, I don't know. Doing it on Monday just made more sense to me. Next year, hopefully it'll be on the actual 7th. I'll have had a chance to plan ahead a little bit better. God. It's been a year, holy shit. Crazy how time flies. Fries? Well, time is frying. Good to have the planning time, yeah. God, just a year ago, I was a tiny cat hiding behind the cafe's counter. And now here I am, ears out, human face, trying to learn how to speak. Thanks for all the passion and effort I put in. Aw, thank you! I'm glad you guys enjoy seeing you guys have fun. And knowing that, like, I do something good for you guys really makes it worth all the effort. Alright, we're gonna flip that. That a little bit better? Yeah, that is. My model got almost too expressive. I'm like, I don't know what to do with myself now. I'm already like an extremely emotive person. I've heard some people say it's like, oh yeah, I really had to exaggerate my emotions with my model. I'm like, really? Like, I can't lie even if I try. Everything's written all over my face, apparently. Yeah. But yeah, so... Oh. Putting Ace Attorney on this day was actually a strategic decision. Because when I did my debut, I was so nervous. I sped through all of my little slides, and so out of desperation, I threw on Ace Attorney to help fill in the time a little bit, so it was like, not just like a 20-minute stream, it was at least like, you know, an hour and a half. So I thought it would be poetic to be streaming Ace Attorney on the day that's technically my anniversary. It's funny how the timing of stuff worked out, because I picked the 7th of March as the debut date because it was the day Fatal Frame Lunar Mask was coming out. And so I was like, yeah, I can play that. And then, you know, it turns out it wasn't actually launching until like 11 p.m. on that day. So technically it was launching on the next day. And like, I totally forgot it was Iris's birthday. And Honkai Star Rail wasn't out yet. And now it's March 7th's birthday. Lots of great stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna get Iris's birthday goods. I might. I had to skip on getting the Fuamoko stuff. So I might get Iris's stuff. The Surgeons. Big Iris fan? Yeah! I know you're a huge Iris fan. I haven't watched her much, you know, like... I catch her now and again. I haven't, like... I don't consistently tune in. I love her music, though. Her music is so good. Like, that's on, like, my Spotify. Though, that's, like, on my, like, daily Spotify rotations. The jacket is pretty cool, but big investment? Yeah. I wear those types of jackets IRL, though. So, like, at least it's not like it would be weird for me. The cap, though. I do wear, we received a level 2 hype train emote. Amazing. Choo-choo! That's so fun. Thank you. Emotes are being delivered. Oh my god. Zon just... Oh my god. Zon's just feeding everyone. You're feeding me, you're feeding the fans. Lead conductor, the mightiest of moon cats. Moon cats, moon beans. My brain defaulted to Moon Cat because Iduna and I have been brainstorming what a Moonbeam mascot would actually look like. So now my brain's all over the place. Whoops. Alright, where's Ace Attorney? Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. It's a nice spring day, though. I saw Iris was doing a concert, because of course she is. I'll have to check out VODs and clips and stuff later. And Fuamoko safely in Japan. They gave Callie cookies. They went to Mr. Donut and got pundit rings. Good for them. Oh, hey! Hello! Hello, hello! Hi, hi, hi. Yeah, we're not doing a formal celebration today, but it is technically my 1 year since I started streaming, so we had a hype train going, and you got included! Hooray! Alright, game is loading up. Let's get over here. Hello. Oh, pfft. Cable's not plugged in for the controller. That would help. And I'm knocking everything over. Ah! Some things never change. Experienced streamer still knocks over 25 things. There we go. It's part of the experience. It's part of the experience. At some point, I need to go back through my old VODs and see if I can find if we still have the VOD so I can make a clip of that one time I knocked over like 25 things and y'all thought I like tripped and fell. There, blah blah blah. There we go! Oh, you're smaller than usual. Hold on. Should have clipped it that time. Hindsight's 2020. You guys were more worried about making sure I was okay than like capturing the funny, which I appreciate. The exact one, yeah. I'm pretty sure it was, I mean, it was definitely one of the ones where it was, I was using this, I think the PS4, because that one really gives us grief when we try and capture from it. So, you know, there's only so many streams I've done with, like, A, the Switch, and B, the PS4, so we shall see. We'll see if I can find it. Dun-dun. Okay, where were we? Episode 5. Oh, game audio. Hello. Terrible. Oh, that should be it, I think. Whoops, nope, yes. Nope, yes, yes, no. No, yes. Ah, yes, Mr. Wild West. I remember now. Didn't place much faith in evidence. Was there shooting hand? This is neither wild nor west here. Ah, but this and that are two entirely different things. You received some new anime movies in the mail. Oh, nice. What did you get? What'd you get? Looks like we need some evidence to get anywhere with this guy. Well, I mean, I was showing him evidence. What do you want with me? Okay. Alright, alright, alright. Gumshoe, what are we supposed to do? It's always fun when you're at this part of the game and you're like, where the frick do you go after? This game was just bad for that. The girl from the other side, Lonely Castle in the Mirror. Oh, and the Evangelions. The Girl from the Other Side. I don't think I've heard of. I read a review for Lonely Castle in the Mirror because I think that one's based on an actual book. So people at least had a decent idea of what the plot was going to be before it came out. Man, I need to watch the Evangelion movies. I saw the first couple. I was vaguely interested in the last one, and then they were like, never mind. They did a double down on Kaoru Shinji. I've lost interest. Yes, sometimes the algorithm does do you a solid. Yeah, I saw the first and I think maybe the second one. The second one was interesting to see because a film festival in Toronto, like an Asian film festival, somehow got the distribution rights to show it before, like, it wasn't in theaters, like major theaters. It was in this little film festival theater, though. So that was cool. I saw one of the Rurouni Kenshin movies at the same festival as well. Yeah, it was really interesting to be able to see these movies in a movie theater when, you know, like, anime movies were just starting to kind of get commonly brought to movie theaters, like, you know, stuff that wasn't Studio Ghibli. And I remember it so vividly because there's a scene in it's not a spoiler though, really. So there's a scene in the second movie where the camera suddenly switches and Kaoru's sort of in like they called it like, you know, like draw me like one of your French girl poses. So everyone just kind of burst out laughing because it was so unexpected. Like they were having this serious moment and then suddenly Kaoru's like seduction mode. It's like, you want some tea, right? That wasn't the plan, but thank you. Yes, pre-infusing. Pre-infusing the leaves. Okay. Alright, so it's something with cowboy or... it's probably cowboy, honestly. We just haven't figured out what exactly we need to show him yet. Said we're not gonna get anywhere without showing him evidence. Nope. I wonder, did we miss something in the evidence room? We might have. Alright. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure we've showed him everything we have. Lift bumper, slide it over. Recheck that, recheck that. Oh! wait a sec. I vaguely remember what comes next, but I don't remember how we trigger it. Ah! Because we only have the luminol. It has her name on it, cute. Right, the testing fluid. Oh, wrong button. Okay, we sprayed the handprint, but maybe we missed other stains. Ah, good times. Aha! There it is. Fuck my life. We found it! We found what we were missing. That must have been one massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. I'm not a professional. What's your opinion, detective? I mean... sort of are a professional? I mean... you're a lawyer? And you've only exclusively defended people on trial for murder? Pale blue blood? No, that's not. Maybe Detective Goodman? Was actually an alien! This proves that something really happened in front of this locker. I'll make a note of it. Okay. Hey, if you don't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked! Sorry, Gumshoe. Okay, that might actually be it then. Not those floor plans. Oh, come on! Come on! Alright, back we go. Or maybe, well... Let's see if my hunch was right. Oh no, not here. Not yet, huh? I know Edgeware's supposed to help us out eventually. This case is... everyone hates this one. It's a little convoluted. Cause I'm no, we gotta do more with the handprint. But it's like, how do you get people to give you your information? Alright, let's just try this again. We try everything 25 times. Because in this game, you never quite know if you did or did not do something. Whoops. No! Back! Back! Because I swear, in this game, when I get stuck, it always turns out I thought I tried something, and I didn't, so... I remember the sorry about the ID. Oh! Really? Is that it? We just had to show the ID card. Did we not do that? The one that was on the ground in the parking lot? Or maybe this is just a repetitive dialogue and I just forgot it. The number on this is 5842189. Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again. Ah, wait. So we had to show the ID card to get the record, and then we gotta show him again to show that there's a correlation. Because just showing the ID record won't trigger it. God damn it. Fourth number's a match! It was used at 5:14, right before the stabbing. Man just walked in and got stabbed. What's more, there's only one of them cars in the whole world. So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room or somewhere with his card. But wait, what did Officer Meekins say? Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing! He silently pointed a knife at me! That's unfortunate. I am sorry, Meekins. Oh, I'm sorry. Aww. I forgot that Mogu was chilling at my feet, and I put my, I shifted how I was sitting in the chair, and I spooked her. I'm sorry, Mogu. If he had his ID card, why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? Alright, compadre, you win. God, that was it. That was it. I guess I can give you this ID card record. I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people. Wait, I already have this. Ah! Alright, so we just repeated the same thing. Damn. Alright. Maybe there's more blood we're missing. Speaking of pets, your sister just took the Shiba? What? Wait, y'all just noticed the Shiba's missing? she arrived after you were asleep. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, she took him. What? That's wild. Like, girl, what are you doing? Ah, there we go. Was going about it the wrong way. Oh! You have to spray so precisely with this stuff. Well, sister, please bring Sheeb back. Oh my god. That's interesting. And the roommates' dogs are not going to be... I am sure the roommates' dogs will be happy to come back and smell unknown dog all over their territory. This might be significant. True. Hey, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal. You don't know about luminol? What this? It's called luminol testing fluid. Where'd you get your hands on that? Huh? I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow $50 from the chief. Where did you get this, Emma? I always buy it by mail order. Oh my god, mail order. Well, I better jot this down on the floor plans. Hey, pal, look at the time. What's this about looking at the time? What time is it? Snack time? Meal time? Yes, snack time, snack time, snack time. We need cake and cookies. We need cookies, 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 cookies. Cookie, cookie, cookie. Cookie, cookie, cookie. Cookie, cookie, cookie. Alright. Was there something you needed to be going to? It's just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be laying out soon. Oh, thank God. Okay. We got it. We got it. I'm going to go give him my report for the day. What is that? It's a flyer? Reminded me of Anime Krabby. Oh, you're right. Cookie, cookie, cookie. It might help, you know? Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer? The one that says nothing but no problems? Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. Maybe. Maybe not. Well, you know, he tries. He tries. He tries so hard. I believe in him. What? Who needs enemies when you've got friends like Detective Gumshoe? Oof. I'm off, pal. Later. Bye. I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say, too. Yep, I guess so. Here we go. Ba-ba-da-ba. Alright. We made it. At last. Goodbye, Marshall. For now. We're definitely gonna be back to bug him. And parking lot. And prosecutor's office. Ah, there we go. The new text, our favorite thing. Oh! What are doing here? Ah,
Yes, my apologies.
oh, it's you.
Have we met somewhere?
Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long.
Is Edgeworth here?
There, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand.
Right.
Yes, the Hotel Brigham tea service? Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry?
I am.
By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you.
Ah, yes, he brought me the latest information, it seems.
Really? Was it helpful?
Apparently a new fresh restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me, somehow. The real info is on the other side.
Oh, poor Mr. Edgeworth.
I think the whole thing is really taking a toll on him. I mean, if I had to go before an inquiry because I was failing at my job, I would be pretty upset. Like, I don't think anyone would take being put in front of an inquiry committee well. Mogu, what are you doing? I have a basket of laundry that needs to be washed. I can't tell if she's trying to jump into it or not. Alright, the committee. So, how did it go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error. Oh, you got off lucky. Concealing evidence? Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again? Again? Ah, yes, again! He's very lucky, this one. Like, incredibly lucky. Man has somehow avoided jail and everything else like 500 times? Okay, that's an exaggeration, but... Whoop! Something I didn't mean to make myself grow. That's the problem sometimes with VTube Studio. The scroll wheel makes you bigger and smaller. I've heard them say so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago. The trial. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still the presiding, prosecuting attorney. However, something happened? They gave control of the investigation over to the police department. Uh-oh. Any further investigation for this case will be directed by the chief of police. Isn't that a conflict of interest? Like, the police investigating the murder of one of their own in their own police station? Like... Shouldn't we be getting a prosecution office from another district to be subbing in? But what do I know? Why, I ask you? You're asking the wrong questions. I'm not the one to answer that. All alone, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. Then hold your head high and, you know, just roll with the punches. But still, wow, I've never seen him this out of sorts. Hang in there, Reggie. Hang in there, Edgeworth. You're having a rough time, but all rough times will pass eventually. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, I guess we should start presenting stuff. Let's start at the end. Right, please, I'm the prosecutor. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea? I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case. Mr. Wright, Mr. Edward just told you no in a very polite manner. Whose side are you on anyway? Maybe I could show him my best evidence I can get some reaction out of him. Nah! Not that one. Nope, not that one either. Not that one either. Oy, oy, oy. Oh, right! There we go. We have to show him the log. Better check this. As I was saying, What's this? A record of ID card usage? Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes. Yes, that's true. What? Why, Mr. Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to. By Chief Gant, no less. The Chief of Police? He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. Random screwdriver. AI? Isomnium? But it was solved, right? The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. Can I ask what kind of case it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. Now I'm curious about this other case. I'd better make a note of it. I bet would make this investigation a lot faster. Oh, honestly. Lie detecting? Wow. We do sort of get lie detection powers in the second game. And also in Apollo Justice. This game is the only one that actually has the least supernatural elements in it, oddly enough. Alright. I'm ready to wink sync. Close! It's very close to that, actually. Like, each character ends up having their own way to detect lies. But if you've ever heard Psyche locks referred to in Ace Attorney, it's those. When someone tells a lie, Phoenix can see Kingdom Hearts. Alright, Kingdom Hearts? Yep! That's the only hint I'll give you, so it might be somewhat of a surprise. I know you. You've probably got a hold of some information already, right? It all has to do with that case you were on. The slime incident. And some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life. That's no way to talk to your husband. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. Must be talking about his father's murder. Hey, and who found the guy who killed your dad? Mm-hmm. Wait, you can smell darkness? What is he, a dog? Tell me the truth, he says. Alright. Allegations of forgery. Ooh. Well. Chain of Memories, that would explain it. I never played Chain of Memories. I've only played the main line, so like 1, 2, and I watched 3. SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gant. You weren't missing too much? Woof. Woof. Fair enough. That wacky old coot was involved in that case 2 years ago. Wacky old coot! Wow, that's some way to describe it. He was a top officer, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth? You should see what happens when there's an earthquake. What I want to know is why was a deputy chief of police on the investigation? In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't... Of course not! I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully. You mean the law? By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister? What? If you were still studying forensic science? Huh? Yeah, of course. Why, just today, Mr. Wright and I were using this. Luminol testing fluid. Well then, you might have use for this. Finger dusting. Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints! It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know? I have no say in today's investigation, do as you will. Edgeworth's like, they told me to fuck off, so I don't give a shit. Edgeworth, I'm really... No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved. Whoa! He really said fuck you. Thanks! How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well? Okay, let's get going. One last investigation. Right. I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint. There were 2 of them. Yep. Thanks, Eggy Boo! Oh, she's gone. Well. Oh, and he's gone too. Shit. Where'd everyone go to? This is making me nervous. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. Here, in this blood on the detective's evidence locker. Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. That she's never going to return. Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. A finger? Each finger leaves behind a slightly different impression. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print. I really can't tell the... What do you mean you can't tell a difference at a glance? Either the thumb or the index. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger. Oh. Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done. When this was on the DS, you had to use the mic. Emma's starting to get that sparkle in her eyes because you have to blow away the excess dust, right? First, we sprinkle the aluminum powder around. Huh? How do you do that? What? Bleh. See? Ah, it looks like that did the trick. The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. Huh? How do I do that? With E? What the heck is E supposed to be? Oh, God. It won't go up your nose or anything. I don't know about that. You just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics. Okay. Ah, blow is Y. I see. Ah, there we go. I was wondering why we weren't seeing, like, anything. Aha! You did it! You found one! I think that's a glove, though. But this looks nothing like a fingerprint. Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't. What does it mean? I think it means we're out of luck. Out of luck? The person who left this handprint must have worn gloves. Don't tell me we're wasting our time here! Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're here, why don't we look for other prints? Other prints? Looking at the locker door again closely. Oh, there's a grease mark. It seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can get a clear print. Tap, 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 tap. Makes me think of when you accidentally send flour all over the kitchen. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty clear. Yay! A print so clear it's dazzling. Dazzling? Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away. So we're not done yet? This is quite a process. Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right? I guess she's right. Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth and point out the person you think left these prints. How am I supposed to know who it was? I could make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprint are in different places, right? That means the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So whose fingerprint would we most likely find on this evidence locker? Gumshoe, because it's his locker. Yep. Beautiful. Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong? You gave me that so what look. I guess that's probably because I was thinking so what.
Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, and sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Right.
Thanks for the sympathy. Wait. If I remember correctly,
there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out.
Okay. Yeah, there's the There's the one here. This is where we got a luminal fluid reaction, right?
Right! There was a handprint here. Okay, want to try using this?
There go her eyes again. Check for prints.
Let's give it a go.
That's the spirit. Oh, but I have to warn you about something first. What? The area with the blood was wiped away, right? We only ended up finding it using chemical means. Any prints in that area will have been wiped away too. Oh. Right. So that means no prints. So would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high?
Don't ask me!
Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away. Okay. Oh, well, there's something. Might just be a partial, though. I gave it my best shot. That kind of result won't be any good, no. But does it look like we'll get a clearer result with this one? Okay, let's try a different finger. Oh, we were supposed to be trying the fingers? Oh, I get it. So this is where the hand is, and so we're supposed to try and guess where the fingers would be. Aha! Alright, come on. How much? This feels wasteful. I'm not gonna lie. Alright. Wait! Is this? It looks like it's his. Okay, no, never mind. There were some common points. Oh, there we go. I thought it was the same print, just at a different angle, but no, we need it straight on. These fingerprints, whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know? It's Officer Marshall. Huh? Officer Jake Marshall? Well, I mean, he does kind of safeguard this room. That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime. Emma, this is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminol reaction, the blood, and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh. So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped blood stain. Uh-oh. Ooh. But why would Officer Marshall? Looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. At what it costs, though? I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence. I don't believe it! No! Rip. Well, we finally finished the investigation portion. array. One sec. So I'd say we're about halfway done this case. Because all cases end up taking the full 3 days, so. So what do you think, Mr. Wright? I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. After all, the victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time. And a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes. Lana! Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologize for yesterday. I was indisposed. I hope they didn't hold you for too long for questioning. We just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, so damn! An all-nighter and interrogation, and now you have to go stand trial. Woof. Woof. So how'd it go? It says Mr. Wright suspects. The police are clueless. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain. A plea bargain? What do you mean by that? We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they wouldn't seek capital punishment. That's what I mean, Emma. But Lana! Don't tell me you. Much to my regret, I'm as much in the dark about this as they are. Miss Sky, we found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belong to Officer Jake Marshall. Hi, Cat! How's it going? What kind of trace evidence? Bloodstained fingerprints, to be exact. That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. You do understand what this means, don't you? In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall? We have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Miss Sky? Do what you have to do, Mr. Wright. I haven't stopped watching for you, Ed? Understandable. It's really great, yes. One of these days, I'm gonna catch up on it. For now, I just have a folder of fan art. Somewhat related because Himmel reminds me, design-wise, of Alain from Unicorn Overlord. I saw like scores for it are coming out. Most of them are like, 8.5 or 9. One of these days when you grow old, that's when I'll start to watch it again with my grandchildren. Nah. Not that long. Not that long. I save my anime for during the work week so I can watch it during my breaks. But I've just been so busy that I haven't actually had the energy to watch stuff during my break. It's kind of like I'm either running around doing errands on lunch or I'm just taking a 20-minute nap. It'll be here Monday. Yay! So exciting. Yeah, I'll be snatching one up as soon as my pay hits. Gotta wait until Thursday though, but
there's still more time left in the demo, so we can start playing again before then. Where's my job anyways that makes me so busy? Ah, okay. So, the VTuber lore is that I work at an apothecary. The IRL stuff is I am an office lady. I can't go into the specifics of what I do though, because it is... Everyone accused me of being a spy when I said it's classified, but it is. It's yeah. Nothing like super classified, but yeah, March is the busiest time of year for us. So like that's when like we have a lot of clients coming in. Full-time work is in general, yeah. And this is like the busiest time of year just in general. And then April's also going to be busy because it's office lady. Yeah, that I'm just using like the general terminology, so you know, it's like that covers like, you know, manager, administrative assistant, front counter clerk, that kind of stuff. But yeah, this is the time of year where a lot of clients come in because they have to renew all of their stuff. And sometimes that's like apparent, like I'm not involved in the renewal stuff directly. I'm more at the back end, but apparently some clients have 200 plus things that need to be processed as part of the renewal. So it gets really, really, really busy for everyone. And then, yeah, and then April is also the start of the fiscal year, so it's like, after things going crazy in March, I have to prepare all of, like, the reports and stuff to go, like, okay, this is what our budget is looking for next year. Yay. That's some big goals, yeah, good luck. Am I going to be able to stream on April Fools? Oh yeah! I have plans for April Fools, I do. Plus, I'll just be able to stream in general, yeah. Work's not so busy. Like, it's busy, but I'm not authorized to do overtime. So it's kind of like, you know, like 5 p.m. comes around, I have to drop everything and just pick it up the next day. So I'm extremely busy during the day. But, like, once I leave work, it's just business as usual. April Fool's plans? Yeah! Bow bow! Yeah, I'll have to see if the specific plans I have can still work out, but like it's gonna be a very simple little giggle for you guys. And I mean, April 1st. Did I watch it? I think I did, yeah. I don't remember all that happened, but yes. Oh, you should just make music in general. That's like a really good side hobby to have. Like, even if it doesn't make you money, if it's something you're passionate about, like, you gotta do stuff that nurtures the soul. I'm afraid you'll have to clarify. It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department. She would say business as usual. That's right. Now I remember. Yeah, and it's like, and if you can't make a living out of it, just doing something on the side is helpful. That's why I stream. It gives me some ways to flex my creativity because my day job is
taxing and boring. Like, not the worst job, but it's definitely not, like, fun, I would say. The victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain at both places at the same time. But that's not physically possible, is it? Well, let me tell you about the half-body murder cases. What's more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared. Yes, and the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. Wow, this is one messed up trial. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. One of my duties as prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today, I will present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. In so doing, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. Now that's what sets Mr. Edgeworth apart. He sounds so on top of things, even though he doesn't know what's going on himself. And that's supposed to be an admirable trait. Well, I mean, she's just got a big fat crush on him, let's be real. Very well, let the trial resume. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired? Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness of the day. For its first witness, the prosecution calls the suspect of the murder. The suspect? You mean the so-called murderer? Oh, Meekins. Related to this, give me 1 sec. I'm gonna go get cough drops. Because if I'm gonna be doing his voice while he's in on interrogation, my throat is going to die. There we go. Oh my god, I thought I muted the mic. The button did not click, whatever. I'm sure you guys heard absolutely nothing. Ah, Meekins. It was a mistake to have dairy before stream. Meekins. Ah. There we go. Just had to find the range. Yes, sir! I'm Officer Mike Meekins, sir! My occupation is, that would be murderer! So you're telling us you're a professional killer? Sir, it was me, sir! I'm the one who did it! I'll never kill anyone again, sir! You gotta believe me, sir! Actually, what we like from you, sir, is I'm what you would call part of the younger generation, sir! A person whose actions adults can't possibly comprehend! I'm pretty sure you have to be of age to be hired by the police department. Mr. Edgeworth, help! Straight to the point, huh? Yup. I think Meekins is, having a little bit of a meltdown from nerves. Officer Meekins? Yes, sir! Give us your report of the crime. Consider that in order. Yes, sir! As you wish! After all, I'm part of the generation that must be told what to do! Can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm. I guess. Oh my god. Crime report, sir! Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life, then I did it! After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. Damn. Did you even get the smelling salts? They just slapped him. So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you? Do unto others before they do unto you! That's the Meekins family motto. I see. Then you fainted and a colleague helped you regain consciousness. Yes, sir! He knocked me upside the head, sir! Very well. The defense may begin. Jeez. What I need is more info to work with. And now I can have a cough drop. I was like, if I put the cough drop in my mouth before doing this voice, I am going to end up inhaling it. Okay. We might just have to press everything. That would be scary, yeah. It's because to get like the enthusiasm going, I'm like really like the model picks it up a little bit, but like I'm being really exaggerated with my body movements, so I'm like I was afraid that like it's like, oh, if I get too into it, like, and I throw my head back or something to yell, because usually if I'm yelling, I'll lean far away from the mic so it doesn't peak as much. And I'm like, that would be the time you accidentally swallow a cough drop. Alright. Let's spot a suspicious man. Yeah, I think we just gotta press. Alright, bumper. Mr. Meekins, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not? Yes, sir! I'm in charge of hiring new recruits, sir! Oh my god, he's HR. Oh no, if I went to the police academy and the recruiter for this station was Meekins, I would not work there. Evidence transferal was taking place on the day of the crime, which meant many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed. Oh, actually, you know what? I bet part of the reason he's so frazzled is because usually he's just public-facing, like he goes and gives presentations and stuff. He's probably been trained, but he's never had to actually use his training. I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir! The Blue Badger. Yes, sir! The lovely police mascot created by the Chief of Detectives! Looking a little deranged there, Badger. I was to ensure it wasn't broken during the transferal process. That was my sole mission for the day, sir. See, sounds like a very, important mission. After the award ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around that I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. Oh. So that's why you went there. Wait! It was transferal day. Why would you put the blue badger in the room everyone's going in and out of? Tell us, what did you see when you got there? I spotted a suspicious man! In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card, am I correct? Precisely, sir. I have one right here around my neck. You sure do. So then your ID number should be listed on here, right? There it is! I found it! Can't be that hard. There's only like 6 entries. Yes, sir! It's 49... Excuse me, see? It's 4989596! That's my number, sir! I see. Huh? But the number, it's shown being used twice! Please explain, witness. It's no real mystery, sir! The first time is when I relocated the blue badger to the evidence room. And the second time is when I went to go get him after everything had settled down. I see. So it was during that second time when... Yes, sir! That was when I spotted the man on the camera! I see. Alright. Only doing what you were trained to do and then attack! So you were attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you? It was a knife, sir! A knife! Detective Goodman pulled a knife on you? What happened then? Well, with me charging in on him like that, he looks as surprised as I was. You aren't exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into. That's when I reacted, sir. I swung my arms like an octopus struggling to detain him. Oh, no. That's how I got the gash on my hand. Maybe if you just kept your cool, your hand wouldn't be... When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by his collar. I fought for my life then I did it! What exactly do you mean by that? I know I don't look like the type, but I'm really into kung fu films. No, actually, you look exactly like the type of character that would be into kung fu movies. The man let his guard down for just an instant, so I snatched his knife from him. You took his knife? I spun him around and performed a disarming maneuver. I made sure to close my eyes like a man. I think you're supposed to keep your eyes open. See. The next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in the sea of my blood, and then the next thing I knew... Yes? He punched me right in my face! Well... You did your best, Meekins. You did your best, Mike. And what time did you regain consciousness? No offense, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious! Did you not ask what time it was? Oh, right. According to the report from the officer that woke up the witness, it was about 5:30. He hit me right in the head, too! I woke up crying tears of pain! That's nice, or, I mean, it's nice that you recovered, that is. When I came around, though, I made sure to finish my mission, sir! Your mission? Yes, sir! The Blue Badger, sir! I returned him to the entrance before things got out of hand! Well, we can all rest easy now. Hooray for the Blue Badger. I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened. Yes, Your Honor. Only one thing remains unclear. Was the man this officer murdered?
Really the victim?
He's got a point. Yes, Officer Meekins.
With regards to that, sir.
Take a look at this! It was sent to my jail cell! Chief Gant delivered it to me just this morning. The chief? Delivered it? What is that? A videotape? Yes, sir! That's absolutely right, sir! A videotape, sir! It contains footage from the security camera! What? But I specifically asked if there was such a tape and was told it had been mistakenly erased. Oh, my ancient artifact? Very ancient, considering this takes place in, like, what? 2024 or something? Like, not this year, but, like, it's supposed to take place relatively close to our present day right now. But this game was made in, like, 2004? So, you know... Like, it was originally on, like, the GBA. That's quite a mistake. I just do what I'm told, sir. It's the only thing I'm really good at. Oh, no. Looks like communication with the police department is as good as ever. Well, then, let's have a look. Show us the video of you murdering the victim. Oh, please stop using the word murder. It scares me. But you're the one who said you did it. Just what are we getting ourselves into? Oh my god. This feels very Renew right now. Thanks for putting him right in front of the camera, Meekins. Oh my god. Panning cameras like this are the worst for security. Because they have blind spots. Oh, something fell out. I don't remember this. Meekins. This Five Nights at Freddy's game? Yeah. This is the OG. Well. Oh. Where'd he go? Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred within us? What the hell was that wriggling piece of plywood? Sir, that is the pride and joy of the entire Criminal Affairs Department. It's the Blue Badger, sir. Why am I not surprised? Is it going smoothly? Thanks, Blue Badger. You're the witness. Luna! Hello! Yes, well, anyway. This tape seems to prove that the witness did indeed encounter someone in the evidence room in some sort of activity, Your Honor. Instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness's testimony will suffice. Is that alright with you, Officer Meekins? Yes, sir! As you wish, sir! Well, here we go again. His face can't be clearly seen in the video, but there's no question the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do so. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker. So it must be him. What's this about a fingerprint? Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to. Intriguing. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have to have been Detective Goodman. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Everything begins with contradictions. Alright. We may have to re-watch that videotape a few times. Dun, dun, dun. There's no question. Alright, hold on. Okay, hang on. Yay! We can watch the video, but this time there's no, Blue Badger music. Oh god, we can't fast forward through it yet. Ah! Oh wait, the light was already on. Okay. However, the most important detail is not shown in this video, the man's face. Sir, if I may say something, sir. Please do, after all, you are the one being examined. I don't understand why the man's face is so important. I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock. And it was his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body. My unsettled state can testify enough to this. Yes, you may have a point. The footage doesn't lie. That is. Unless the defense can find a problem with it. Mr. Wright, let's check the court record again. Yup. There's something fishy in this here woods. There's a problem. Regarding the video contained on this tape, there is one thing in particular that seems strange. Strange? What's strange? What's strange? This contradiction leads to the possibility that, well, the man may not have been Detective Goodman. What? This video contains such a contradiction? Interesting, Your Honor. I have a proposal. Oh no, not proposals! Proposals are good. Nothing good happens for proposals. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I propose we have the defense point out to us this alleged contradiction. Oops. Well, sir, it was nice, you know. We did our best. We did our best.
we did our best. Bum 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 bum. Da, da. Dun, 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 dun.
Alright, so... Whoops! Oh no, I shrunk myself.
My bad.
Very well, proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. Mr. Wright, please show us this contradiction you speak of. Okie dokie. I have to point out a problem in the video? Yeah, you gotta point out the problem. You gotta point out the problem. Is there a problem with pointing out the problems? Well, it is Phoenix, right? Probably. There probably is a problem. This is the first time I've ever had to do that. No! First time examining a video. You can do it, Mr. Wright. It's set up so you can fast forward, rewind, or pause. Yay! A VCR. Dun 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 dun. Oh God. Hi, Queen! Welcome in! How did this guy ever become a police officer? We don't ask. How am I tonight? We're good! We're good! Having fun messing around. Well, I guess we call it messing around, trying to solve a crime? Trying to solve the crime? The crime. Now then, Mr. Wright, please enlighten us. Where is the contradiction? God. Wait, pause. This thing is finicky from what I remember, so we're gonna have to get it just right. Tonight we are crime solvers. I just got done cooking pineapple chicken teriyaki. Ooh, that sounds yummy. Num 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 num. Okay, there we go. That should... The thing that's strange about this video has gotta be this. Officer Meekins? Sir, do you mean me, sir? Is there anyone else here named Meekins? Like... Just saying, is there anyone else? Is there another Meekins in the house? As I understand it, the locker, apparatus works like this. Do we have to listen to the Blue Badge and music while we do this? I feel like I'm going mad. When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint. If it's a match, the light turns on and the lock is released. According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir. then something is seriously wrong with this picture. You know, you think they would have accounted for the old rubber gum in the lock trick so that it doesn't shut properly? I know in a lot of places where you need like a sensor or a swipe card to get in, if the door's left open for too long, like even if it's just a crack, like a alarm will sound. Let's rewind. Okay. You're the boss, Phoenix. Here, notice the light? What's this? It's already lit! Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle. Ah! Oh, Meekins. Meekins. What's the meaning of this? It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime. But the locker's locks are controlled by an electronic system. Yeah, well, you know. Whoops. Electronics break? Like that just do be the thing that happens. They ain't foolproof, you know? When a door is shut, a sensor is triggered, and the lock is automatically locked. Oh, I know it must have broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this. That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction. Then it should have reported that the door was jammed. What? Oh, well, it just goes to show novices should keep their mouths shut. Damn. Well, you know, at least the judge is humble. He's fine with being told he's in the wrong. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation? Me, Your Honor? Yeah. Why wasn't the locker locked? Me, Your Honor? Ah! Well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator? Huh? Oh! Maybe something like... jam the sensor? Something... jam the sensor? Say... there's something else that seems out of place in that video. Yes, I thought so too! There's gotta be another clue somewhere in this footage. Very well, let's inspect the video once more. Alrighty. Take 2. Da-da-da-da! The locker wasn't locked. Mr. Wright, please point out the cause for this. Okay. This thing's a little scary. Just a little scary. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I saw it. Crap. No, I pushed the wrong button. I need to use my eye drops. Well, I don't get it. Would you mind if I borrowed your eye medicine? Don't look at me with those bleary eyes! Before your eyes get too teary, perhaps you should think this through again. I'm sorry. I meant to hit pause. I hit present. Forgive me, Edgeworth! Ah, crap. Not again. Stop! At least they don't take points. There we go. Ah, finally. Please watch closely. This is the continuation of the part I showed you earlier. And now it's dead silent. What? Okay, maybe you can... Maybe you can bring back, you know, the what's this? Something white fell out of the locker. But sir! It's been my experience that things fall out when doors are opened. I have to fall and roll. We can't be sure that item was completely inside the locker to begin with. What do you mean? What do you think I mean? Come on now. The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door? The sensor and the door? What about that? What about that, huh? Inserted? You did have to make that sound sus, Judge. See, Zon gets it. The white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor. Oh, I understand now. Sir, it's just like my tie. Is it your tie? Two out of 3 times it gets stuck in the door when I get out of my patrol vehicle. How are you not dead? That seems really dangerous. But the object would have to be extremely thin. Well, yeah, there's plenty of stuff like that. Not only that, it would also have to block electrical currents. It would need to be an insulator. Yes, an insulator! But at the crime scene, there just might have been something like that that fits the description. But sir, but an insulator you don't mean. I think I finally got this figured out. Very well. Will the defense please present the relevant evidence? What was this insulator? Well, just so happens there's a rubber glove. I found this near the locker, a thin rubber glove. But we can't be sure that was in the victim's locker. It was. It has a tag that says SL9 incident. The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker. But that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is that not so, Officer Meekins? It would appear so! Well, rest in peace, Meekins. Order! 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 Fries? Curly fries? Milkshake? So, are we to believe then that the victim, whom this witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman? Do not be misled, Your Honor. What do you mean, Edgeworth? The defense has merely demonstrated that possibility, and nothing more. I'm a fan of sweet potato fries personally. Ooh, you and me both. I always get sweet potato fries if there's the option. The victim in this video was indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this. What? Officer Meekins, please testify about this. Sir! Me, sir? I'm not sure what you're referring to! Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir! Like, oh, I get it. Like, I understand now. Yo comprende. Is this a joke? It's not a joke. Unfortunately, it's not a joke. Ripperoonie pepperoni. Very well. Begin your testimony. Okay. There was one other thing that proves that man was Detective Goodman. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. Okay. ID card? Okay. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card. I mean, cards can be stolen. It's not a guarantee. I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor. The ID used at 5:14 is that of the victim. I see. Just before the crime, Yes, without a doubt that is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transferal. Why were there so few people using this room? This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases. Special cases? Extremely violent cases involving police staff. Oh. That's not good. That's not good! Like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end. I understand, Emma. I understand, me too. Me too, yeah, Phoenix. Although it doesn't make much of a difference. Phoenix. I see. There were only a few cases up for transfer there, and most were cleared out by noon. Right. I see. Now let's move on to the cross-examination, shall we? Okay. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. There's one other thing that proves it was Detective Goodman. To enter the evidence room, West must use their ID card. Okay. So... When an ID card is used, there's a record of it, okay. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card. What do I think? I'm not paid to think, I'm paid to point. I'm confused. What? The problem with this ID card testimony is far too obvious. Is it? Phoenix, I don't know what you want. Well, I don't know what you want from us! It's not like Edward to miss something like this. You're thinking too hard about it. Come on, let's show them what we've got. Okay. Must use their ID card. Alright. His card got stolen because he was halfway through filling out a lost item report, if I remember right. Okay. Okay. Believe that. Thought I was gonna sneeze for a sec. One must use their evidence card and present. Where is it? Aha! Wait 1 moment, Officer Meekins. I'm not good at waiting, sir! Yes, we know that. We know that! I have the victim's ID card right here. I found it at the crime scene. Well, that's awkward. That makes sense. No. When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room. I mean the other crime scene. The underground parking lot! Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present, sorry. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card. A lost item report? It's only half complete. But it shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report. Let me guess. You believe this something to be his ID card, right? I can't say for sure, but there is a high probability. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card. Whoops. I keep changing. I'm sorry. Excuse me. It can only mean one thing. It doesn't even require much thought. I mean, if you say so. It's not Detective Goodman, rather the one who stole his card. Correctamundo. I only have one thing to say to the defense. Oh, what's that? Edgy? Bravo, Mr. Wright. Thank you? Question mark? It sounds a little insincere when you say it. But bravo! Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. At 5:15 p.m. on the day of the crime, the man in the evidence room Officer Meekins encountered was not Detective Goodman. There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright? Yes. What's he up to? That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murder in the evidence room is also fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder. That is, well, I guess that's right. Phoenix finally caught on. We just implicated Lana. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Only moments ago, you seemed content to be pointing your finger around. This isn't going to end well. Well. It seems you finally realized exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove. Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth. The defense has already done the explaining for me. No. The victim in this murder, or the victim in this video is a fake, which means a murder did not take place at the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime. So the real crime could only take place at one location, the underground parking lot, at the prosecutor's office. Uh-oh. The murderer being Miss Lana Skye, the defendant. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness. Observe the moment the defendant used the murder weapon. Whoopsie. My bad. We fucked up, guys! We fucked up. It's no good. Oh, I knew that testimony was way too shabby. It was all a trap from the beginning. Edgeworth, how dare you! The activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim Officer Meekins encountered? Probably nobody. Let's be real, probably Marshall. And where did that person disappear to? Oh, he took off the bloody coat and stuffed it in his locker. I get it. However, the trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of Detective Goodman. Just so, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, you have to do something or else Lana... Yeah, what do I do? How am I supposed to get myself out of this mess? Probably object? Like, what else do we do? It's either object or wait. Yep, object. One moment, Your Honor. What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you've just proven. Of course not. But I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap. What are you talking about? This cross-examination has proven one thing, and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder. It showed... something. Boo 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 pow 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 pow. However, it cannot be said that this is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. True, where'd all the blood come from? The defense demands further examination into the truth of the matter. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes? If this court were to examine this further, other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared? I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considered the incident at the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident. This just might be my chance. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand. Mr. Wright, do you mean... Your Honor? The defense would like to request a specific witness. Oh? Whom do you have in mind? Someone we have reason to believe knows the truth. The truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room. The prosecution requests to hear this person's name before deciding whether or not to comply. Very well then, Mr. Wright. This person whom you would have testify? What is his or her name? Jake Marshall! Officer Jake Marshall. Why him?
I can't let Edgeworth know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say. The prosecution agrees to the defense's request. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare.
Very well. The court will take a 20-minute recess while the witness is subpoenaed. Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time?
We will, Your Honor.
Court is now in recess.
Yay, recess!
Now this is a little awkward.
There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright?
Huh? What do you mean?
You called for Jake Marshall. It seems you figured everything out.
I haven't figured anything out.
Lana,
you're the one who knows everything.
Emma,
you always know everything. Why don't you just tell us?
Mr. Wright has tried his hardest to protect you.
I don't ever recall asking for his protection.
How can you be so cold?
Oh, no worries. Don't worry about it.
We got through Meekin's testimony and we just called Jake Marshall, Officer Jake Marshall, to come in. So we're in recess at the moment while, everything gets prepared.
Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later. Bye! Wait, Detective Gumshoe!
What is it?
Hydrate? Sounds good. Ugh.
Dun.
You've got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run around all while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. You probably shouldn't talk about people being happy at funerals. That's not really a good thing. Well, I mean, it is and it isn't. Sorry, detective. You better be, pal. Hey! I didn't see you there, Chief Prosecutor Sky! The man went through about 7 different emotions in one word. That's okay. So, have you brought what I asked? Oh, you mean this, right? My apologies, detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request. My name? Surprise, bitch. Never in a million years would I have thought it was you who asked me. Could I bother you to bring me the SL9 incident files? I'll need them by noon. Talk about crazy. The SL9 incident? But Lana, that's...
I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. Here, you might do well to read them.
Can't believe you, the chief prosecutor, were a witness in that case. Miss Sky was a witness?
Files for the Joe Dark killing, solved 2 years ago.
Take it from me, you don't want anything to do with serial murders. Oh, what? Now that I've brought you your stuff, you're just gonna ignore me? Emma, but he's reading. Why? Why is your name in here? What? My name's in there?
I don't know, unless... No, it couldn't be. Lana! This SL9 incident, is that... That's the classification number the police filed it under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as The Joe Dark killings.
The
Joe Dark.
No, Lana! That's over with! No! Emma, wait!
She ran away.
You know what? I just remembered I gotta be somewhere. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here. I guess he's running after Emma to make sure she's okay. We hope so anyway. What a good dude. Jake Marshall, Angel Starr, Damon Gant, Miles Edgeworth? Not to mention Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in this case is connected to those killings. This can't be just a coincidence. Knowing you might just be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck. Oh, I better take a good look at this file. Yep. To be continued. Dun, dun, dun. This does seem like a good place to wrap up, though. We don't know when we're gonna next get an opportunity. And man, coming back to a game midway through a testimony is not fun. Ooh. Dun, 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 dun. Boop. There we go. So yeah, we are... yeah, I'd say halfway. Usually trials have 2 parts, and then we'll go back to investigation for the last time, and then another 2-part trial. So we're getting there. Dun dun dun! Man, I gotta start thinking about what games we should start soon. We're almost through most of our current long-running series. Gotta spice it up a bit. I do want to go and play Breath of the Wild at some point. Decisions. Maybe I should start flipping coins. Might I make a fun game suggestion? Sure! I always throw suggestions on the wish list and I take a peek, so... What's up? What's the suggestion? Yes, and Breath of the Wild is great. I never finished it, so it would be a good one to do eventually. I'm trying to think what else we've got in the list. We have... well, I did see that, like, the Zero Escape games. Butterfly Soup. Oh! I wonder if I heard of that. I tend to play or follow visual novel news quite a lot. Well, let's see. Butterfly Soup. Oh, this art style is adorable. Features Heraldor lesbians. Amazing. Oh, and it's indie, so it's like name your price kind of thing. I see. Okay, good to know. That would be a good one-off one. Thank you for the suggestion. Excellent. Yeah, much appreciated. Alright, I'm gonna need to start maintaining a proper potential games to consider list. But yeah, since that one's just 3-4 hours, that would be a good one. Yeah, no, I'm much appreciated, because yeah, I'm always looking for games that are either short or that we can come back to and, like, you know, it's not too bad to pick up again. Because I love narrative-driven games, but I know for some people, they really don't like coming into a stream and, like, someone's halfway through a game. So I try and mix up what happens every week so people who are newer can, like, still, like, join streams. You've made a lot of fan art for it. Ah, I see. It's a recommendation out of passion. But hey, that's always good. Yeah, no, I love visual novels anyway, so that's always good. Because, I mean, I love V-ads, but some of them do take, like, you know, a good 50 hours. So it's nice to see some of the shorter ones as well. Thank you very much! It's added to the list, so I will keep it in consideration when I'm making up my schedules in, like, the future. Yeah, I pulled up the website. I guess technically, since it's free, I can just download it and have it on the computer, and when I don't know what to stream one day, I can just throw that on. So that works. Much appreciated, Queen. Thank you, thank you, thank ya. Ooh, big stretch for now, though. Ugh. It's time to say goodbye. As my cats are like, ma'am, it's second dinner time. Yes, just a moment, Pep. We will give you second dinner. Alrighty. I'll try and join the next stream. Yeah, of course, no problem. And yeah, feel free to come by anytime. I post the schedule up on Twitter if you want to have like a peek at see what's coming up, even if it's not like, even if you don't use Twitter, at least it's the pinned post, so you'll see what's the schedule for the week. Alrighty, off we go. So if it's daytime where you are, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. If it's nighttime, have a great rest when you roll on off to bed. And until I see you again, take care of yourselves, wash your face, brush your teeth, eat good food, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye! Bye-bye-bye-bye.